Hey everyone, I have some great news. I finally got my first Uber Unique to drop last night. So for the past week since season start, I've been doing those Duriel runs here in a 4-man team, usually like around 10 or 20 or so a day with like some semi-fixed team. Here's Condes, for example. I have also been running with Karn and Chronix quite a bunch. So we've been trying to grind it up together kind of and then share the runs. And yeah, like this, I've been clocking in maybe something like 80 to 100 runs or so at this point. And I finally got a drop. Now, I was kind of on the unlucky side, I guess. Apparently, the drop rate is around 2% for any of the Uber Uniques. Not necessarily a guaranteed Chaco, but I'm still not really sad with my result. So, I got a Doombringer. And man, this is a pretty badass sword, I gotta say. So, I've been trying it out briefly, but the stats on this thing are really incredible, especially the percent maximum life. In fact, funny enough, this percent maximum life seems to scale multiplicatively per upgrade. So it starts at 26% and then you get 10% per upgrade multiplicatively. So it goes up to 41.8 instead of like 39%. So there is some rounding errors here, I guess. So maybe this is why it's 41.4. But yeah, this is an incredible amount of life when you put this thing on. You see this on the barb here, for example. I straight up get like plus 6k life or something. And on top of this, you get this damage reduction proc here. I just went around with this a little bit in like T100 runs on my barb and on my rogue, and you can definitely notice a substantial difference. So this is a really strong item, I believe. So especially for like high night penetration pushing and stuff like that, this is a great item. I was quite surprised when it dropped actually, because on the barbs, there is Azure Wrath in the loot table, and I was absolutely not aware that I found a Doombringer for a while until my chat told me there's actually a funny clip here where people in chat were actually telling me that they have seen the Doombringer in my inventory, and I was just like sorting out my loot after the run, and then
Oh shit, it is a Doombringer.
here we are.
Wait.
So that was pretty hilarious. Because I didn't actually consider I would get one, and especially not a Doombringer, but yeah, this is a cool one. So I'm gonna be testing this out a bit. My first Uber Unique, and I'm quite happy about this one. So let's see if we find more. I'm gonna keep doing those Duriel runs. I'm gonna keep you guys updated about what I think about them once I actually get to play with them. In general, they are really strong though. So people ask me all the time, what about Ring of Stardust guys? What about Andariels? What about Shaco? Yeah, I mean, you use that stuff. Most builds can use them relatively well. You just throw them in there, you place one aspect, you know, in the case of the ring, for example, a resource aspect. In the case of an Andariels, you get lots of life regeneration on life leech, for example. Here in the Doombringer, you get a really strong defensive item in an offensive slot. So they all have like their own, like, you know, little tweaks you can do to the build. But in general, Uber Uniques are relatively powerful with the exception of Melted Heart of Selic, in my opinion. So there's always like some room to fit them in, and I'll keep you guys updated what I think about all of them. That's it. Just wanted to share the news. Let me know what you found already or how many runs you've done and you're still unlucky. It will be quite interesting to hear some data, some numbers if you have any, or just some story to share. That's it. Hope you liked this video and see you guys next time.